Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is math. We were reviewing our videos, and we found out that there's a video on how to write better letters in 5 minutes or less that had a lot of views in Spanish. In English, it's got some views, but in Spanish, it had like in the thousands and thousands of views. So I decided to do something on math after looking at that. And the grades that I taught most were first grade and second grade. However, I also got to teach fourth grade, and I loved it. In fourth grade, children must know their timetables 1 through 12. And so I always thought of ways, how can I teach them? How can I support them so that they don't have to be too worried about learning their timetables? And there's this 4 that I'm going to show you an example, how to teach your children and take some stress away from them. As you already know, when you do the ones, 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times any number is the same number. So 1 times 3 equals 3. 1 times 4 equals 4. And I used to play with my kids when in first grade. Boy, you're so smart. Let me test you. 1 times 5. And they would stand up straight and smile and say, 5, Mr. Iñiguez. And I would be like, wow, that's incredible. Okay, I'm going to give you a hard one. How about 1 times 50? And they'll be like, 50. And now, oh my gosh, you're super smart. What am I going to do? Okay, let me give you a super hard one. Let me think. 1 times 100. And they would smile and they would say 100. So those are the ones. Now, let me show you the tens. Let me skip the nines and let me talk about the tens, okay? The tens are super easy. It's going to help your fourth graders, your fifth graders, your third graders, because they must know this. And this is reference for the other ones. They could always cross-reference and get the answer correct. So when you do the tens, when you multiply the tens, whatever they're multiplying by, let's say the 1, you just add a 0 and that's the answer. If they ask 10 times 2, you put the 2 and you add a 0. 10 times 3, you put the 3 and you add a 0, and so on and so forth. 10 times 5 is, you put the 5, you put the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, 10, 11, and 12, and you tell them you just add a 0 and that's going to be your answer. So kids are going to be like, wow, I know the ones, I know the tens. Now the nines, they're hard for a lot of people. Even adults, they forget their multiplications of the nines. Let me show you a very fun trick that they're going to love. Now, when the kid is young, like a first grader, I don't suggest you tell them to put the 0 and the 9. I suggest you just tell them to put the 9 like that, okay? And then just go backwards on the numbers. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tell them when you get to 0, now you got to go back. You put 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's the answer. They're going to love it. They're going to be, oh my God, this is so easy. Because the 9 times table was always hard for my fourth graders. And I came across this and I go, oh my goodness, this is so easy. Cross-reference. We're going to leave these 2 just the way they are, okay? Let's go to the 11s because the 11s are super, super easy. 11 times 1, I would always tell my kids, when you see the number, the 1, you just repeat it. 1, 1, because there's 2, right? When you multiply the 2, you just put 2, 2. The 11 tells you to put it twice. So 11 times 3 would be 3, 3. And then 11 times 4, 4, 4. The number just repeats itself. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. We'll stop right there. Cross-reference. If you go 11 times 10, 10 times 11. You put the... you just cross-reference it. 10 times 11, 110. 11 times 11, it's okay. Look, a lot of parents tell their children, don't use your fingers. They're using it as reference. It's okay to use reference. We all use reference for something. So let him count, and I'm going to talk to you about the power of that. You add 11 and it's 121. You add 11 and it's 132. So that's the end of that one. Going back to this one, 9 times 11, 99. And then they're going to say, what about this one? Well, you come from 99. When you multiply 9 times 11, you just cross-reference as 99. You add another 9, it's 108. And there you have it, 108. Now, people say, Mr. Inges, but I don't want my child to count. I'm going to tell you, cross-reference is okay. Cross-reference is okay. Using references, it's okay. And what they're doing when they're multiplying, when they're remembering this, they're creating a path. They're creating a neurological path. In their brain, just imagine clear grass, nice green grass. And if you walk through that grass once, if you were to turn back, chances are you're not going to know where you were at because you only went through it once. But if you go with your kid once, twice, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, eventually that neurological pathway, it's going to be there. The kid could always turn back and say, oh, these are my 11s, or these are my 10s, or these are my 9s, or these are my 1s. And for you, it's the same thing. If you repeat things over and over and over and over again, what you're creating is a neurological pathway. So it's okay to cross-reference, and it's okay to use references like their numbers, counting with their fingers. Eventually, they will not count with their fingers. Now, another multiplication that's really easy that all teachers, we all find out, and students find out, we don't know how that happens, but it happens, is the multiplications of the 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then out of the 12, they already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're only short 7. Well, when you add success to the brain, it wants more success. They'll go for the next one, maybe the 2s or maybe the 4s. And eventually they get them all. And this information they're going to need for at the end, towards the end of elementary, junior high school, college, university. This is a reference that they're always going to need. So they're going to have to remember them because the easier they can get to these multiplications, the easier it gets for them as they do more advanced math. And there you have it. Remember, when you do the ones, 1 times whatever number is that same number. The 9s, you start with a 9 and you count backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. When you get to 0, then you go back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the answer. We left these 2 alone because I wanted to do the 11s as a cross-reference. You go 9 times 11, 9, 9. And then for 9 times 12, you add another 9 and you get 108. For the 10s, it's really easy. Whatever number you're multiplying times the 10, you just add a 0. So if you're multiplying times 1, you put the 1, add a 0. Put the 2, add a 0. Put the 3, add a 0. All the way to 12, 120. 11s, the 11 tells you to put the number twice. If you multiply times 1, it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All the way till you get to the 9s. Cross-reference, 110. Count, 121. Add another 11, 132. Okay, guys, so you liked that video on how to write better letters in 5 minutes, and we didn't even know. We're going to be reviewing our videos. If these are great strategies that are going to make your child feel empowered. They're going to feel like, wow, I know my 9s, my 10s, my 11s, my 1s. They're going to be like top of the class. They're going to be walking very prideful. Maybe these are strategies that are going to help you. This one's amazing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. When you get to 0, go back and there's your answer. I think those are wonderful strategies. It's going to help your children. It's going to help you probably. Look, if you like it, share it. Help children not suffer so much, remembering something so easy like this. Very well, till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Quiñiguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.